Summers by the lake as a Boy Scout, learning how to canoe. Constantly afraid that all the other kids at camp would figure out just how camp I actually was. I'm on my way to Cochrane, Alberta to check out one of Canada's best summer camp programs for queer youth.
I am a homoromantic pansexual.
In Alberta, in this day and age, queer youth have a lot of options open to them. They grow up in a world that's got laws to protect their equal rights, and they know that now, and they start to anticipate being treated fairly and equally. So it's kind of exciting to be able to, in my home province, where I grew up without rights, to actually head to a place where I can meet a new generation of queer youth that are expecting to be treated fairly by society. I think that's pretty cool.
So welcome to Camp Fyrefly. As you can see,
nice.
Any queer camp should have rainbows and unicorns welcoming you.
5 unicorns. I'm speaking with Chris Wells, co-founder of Camp Fyrefly. Tell us about Camp Fyrefly and what we're trying to achieve here.
Camp Fyrefly is a 4-day learning retreat for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, and allied youth. What we're trying to accomplish is to give these young people what we call their Firefly fuel, so that they have tools, strategies, supports, resources, mentors in dark times to help them make it through.
So what kind of activities do you do over a weekend at Camp Fyrefly?
So we're a different camp because we're really focused on 2 things: leadership and building the resiliency of young people. So we have an artist in residence. We have over 25 workshops jam-packed over 4 days.
Can we begin?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if I had a friend approach me to say, you know, I'm worried about going to the bathroom, my negative thought is, what if they think I'm in the wrong bathroom? Some things that I might say are, you know who you are, and you know you went into the right bathroom, and you're perfect and beautiful just the way you are. Do you want me to stand out here and wait for you?
Can you tell us what was happening in that workshop back there?
Well, it's about safety and about going to the bathroom and feeling safe and supportive. And we know for many of our transgender youth, bathrooms are incredible sites of violence and discrimination.
Right.
So we're trying to strategize and help young people overcome barriers in their lives.
I can do anything. I can reach any goal today. I can do what I want. I can be what I want to be.
I can't help but think about what it would have been like if I could have had access to a camp like this when I was, 13, 14 years old, and playing the accordion in the trailer court, and how much it would have transformed my life. And the chance to create something with this beautiful, diverse environment and put the brave message on stage like that. I appreciate it a lot.
What we try to do is not make assumptions.
Right.
And so you'll see, we have our name buttons, and we also have our pronoun buttons.
Right.
To say this is how I identify. As I identify as a cisgender male. So as a male who identifies as masculine, and I use pronouns, he and him. Where others may use pronouns of they and their.
This is our wall of happy box notes, and basically what a happy box note is it's just a little note of encouragement, kindness, something about an individual who participated in camp that really warmed your day, and then at the end of camp you get to take the box with you and read all these really kind, affirming, wonderful things that others see in you, and it's just a really nice thing. And actually right now I have got one for one of my campers.
Camp Fyrefly just doesn't change lives, it saves lives. That's the level of impact we're talking about when you no longer feel alone or isolated or alienated. What does it mean to find community? It often means that you have hope for the future where you can be yourself.
Hi, Jaden. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
The first question I want to ask is, how do you identify?
I identify as a transgender man.
All right. Is this your first time at Camp Fyrefly?
It is.
What's the experience been like so far?
It's been incredible. The acceptance and the vibe of just happiness and love here is just amazing to see. And I just wish that the whole world was as accepting and loving as the people here. Yeah, see ya. Cool. So nice to meet you. You're awesome.
I grew up in a small town too, so I totally relate to this. What was it like for you growing up in a small town as a queer person?
It was pretty difficult for me, challenging, especially because I went to a Catholic school. There's not a lot of people that I could find that were out and open to talking about some of the things that we go through. So it was a challenge, but definitely worth it because I got here. And are we all getting on the same bus, or?
Yeah. You are Jaden, and you are Chico. Right?
Ryan.
You are Isaac, and you are Austin.
LGBTQ LGBTQIA. So there's two P's technically because there's polynomial.
Polynomial, that's math. Polysexual.
Thank you. Polysexual.
Polynomial. That's math.
Julie, how do you identify?
I identify as a cisgendered female.
How does the experience of Camp Fyrefly help you in your life?
The experience of Camp Fyrefly, well, I've been here, this is my 3rd year now, and so
okay.
I'm kind of a veteran to this.
You're the old guard now.
Basically, but the Camp Fyrefly experience is just like, it's belonging, and like, you just don't really think about it. It's 4 days, and you don't have to worry about anything, and you feel comfortable. And the first day, you barely kind of meet your pod, but yet you feel so attached to them, like you've known them for years, and you just get this bond that I don't think you can get at any really other camp. And it's just like something that's unbreakable. And each year, because I don't get to see them very often, and I hope they're back, and they are, and it's just like, my friends, my family, you're here. And it's just like, it's so relieving to see that my chosen family is back, and I finally get to see them.
Is this a unique experience in Canada?
Absolutely. We're the only program of its kind in the world that's affiliated with a major university at the University of Alberta. So this is how we put the research that we do into practice.
How long does the camp run for?
So we're 4 days, and we call it 4 days that can last a lifetime. 4 days of a world that doesn't yet exist. 4 days free from discrimination. 4 days where you can really, truly be yourself.
How many youth are generally involved with Camp Fyrefly?
So we have about 55 youth. 40 of those who are youth campers tend to be younger. Our average age is about 16 or 17. And then 16 older youth who serve as our youth leaders. And then about 20 or so adult volunteers from all kinds of backgrounds who provide support. So it's sort of all of these skills, these talents from our diverse community come together to support our young people who are the future of our community.
You've created a little queer village down here, by the way.
Absolutely. The queer village with the village people, and
Hey, we met the village people.
Do you want to come for a little paddle around the pond here?
Is there room for me?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, well,
Yeah, we
if you can
got
find a
room
life
for-
jacket, yeah, totally. I'd love a little paddle around the pond.
As I almost fall over.
Excellent. I've never done a 4-person canoe before, only a 2-person canoe.
Yeah, same with me.
Okay, do we want to try prying out
Okay.
our nose a bit? Good and cute. Good, but I'm so happy to see Maddie in the hood. That makes me really, really happy.
This is the absolute best. I would have loved some queer canoeing when I was a kid. That would have totally helped.
Canoeing?
Queer canoeing.
Queer-nooing, yeah.
Jaden, we just came up with a new word. Queer canoeing. I like it.
Me too.
if you're a youth anywhere in Canada, you can apply to attend Camp Fyrefly. We actually have 3 locations, Edmonton, Calgary, and Saskatchewan, a 4th one opening in Ontario. Remember, it's Camp Fyrefly, capital Y for Youth First, and we have a full application package that usually opens in the spring.
Camp Fyrefly is an unusual name. How did you come up with the name?
Well, the kids came up with the name, and it's spelt with a Y, a capital Y, and it stands for Fostering Youth, Youth First, capital Y, Resiliency, Energy, Fun, Leadership, Yay. And that really sums up what we're all about at camp, or all of those key elements.
Everyone's lining up for a brand new pickup truck.
One of the unique things here at Camp Fyrefly is that they have an artist in residence, and this year the artist in residence is singer-songwriter Ray Spoon.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good to finally meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
So you and I both grew up in Alberta a long time ago. Things have changed a lot since then.
Yeah.
What is there a message that you'd like to give to the queer youth of Alberta?
If I had to give a message to the queer youth of Alberta, I would say, just hang in there. So much has changed over the last 15, 20 years. I think the next 15 or 20 are going to be even better, and they're going to be the biggest part of it. So. It's falling down like a rain, falling down like a rain on all of us.
Before Camp Fyrefly, I was honestly considering suicide. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have a lot of queer support. I didn't have a lot of guidance in that way. And I felt hopeless, like this isn't gonna get better. There's nobody out there that knows what this is like. Because I knew nobody.
You felt completely alone.
Coming here was an amazing opportunity, and I'm really glad that I decided to come because I was having a lot of second thoughts and
about coming
because I was so worried that I wouldn't be accepted, I wouldn't be supported here, and I'm not sure why I had those worries now that I look back, because it's been so incredibly just welcoming. Everybody just, like, I got here and everybody was just jumping on me like, hey, how you doing?
Awesome. And I felt that today too, actually, when I got here. I didn't know what to expect. And it's kind of amazing. It's how everybody just sort of opened up their lives to me and talked about it. And by the way, I really appreciate being invited along for the queer newing ride.
Yeah, it was great.
I haven't canoed in a long time. That felt really nice.
Yeah, we all enjoyed your company.
I appreciate it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Camp Fyrefly Showcase Extravaganza!
We set out on the ultimate Alberta road trip to find out how this province has changed since I was a young man. And here at Camp Fyrefly, we got to meet the next generation of warriors that are doing their best to transform this province. In fact, we met a lot of people that are doing their best to make Alberta a better place to live. So as it turns out, Alberta's a pretty queer place after all.